okay, I have 2 minutes. Bevralam kind of scailin ach me vadnis tapule beerle, so me can lauert as beerle. Siobhan de Paor de dum, Alien Tour de Chamé, performance artist specifically. I also write Irish poetry and I dance and do other things. Project 52 is a sort of a social experiment. You know, it's more than an art project, really. It brings together artists, established artists, you know, this peninsula is full of established artists, and budding artists like myself, you know, the ones who've kind of suppressed their creativity for the first 30 years of their life and are now kind of in this nursery, this place, which is a nursery, trying to let it all out, trying to express it and, you know, learning for the first time what it feels like to be in a community that actually fosters artists. And it's full of established artists also, and it has, because there's an industry here, there's a tourist industry that can support and sustain artists. And there's two very different worlds here. There's the very traditional Gaelic, Irishok, you know, Gaelgor, Hamid Khan Gael, and Nimri Laurtin or Delagus, Monoviche got Nimri Laurtlet, like, you know, Axon Filiach, Axon Shriv and Shin. And even if you have Irish, it's not enough because you don't have West Kerry Irish, you know. But it's lovely and I'm learning it and it's fantastic. And then there's all the other, and that's back west, you know, that's the back west side. And then at this side, Ventry side, you know, the tamer side of there's all the blow-ins, you know. And wonderful artists, you know, and well established, a lot of them. I mean, the richness of creativity in this place is unbelievable. And this Project 52 anyway will bring everyone together. It's bringing all these different artists together. I mean, it's got the Irish speakers and the foreigners, you know. And it's got the established artists and the new artists, you know. So it's a total melting pot. And it's more than an art project because of the way it's structured. It's the 7 days, you know. So this, I mean, the artistic tendency for self-flagellation and the inner perfectionist who hates everything that you do, you know, she's totally silenced because it's 7 days. You have 7 days and it doesn't matter if it's great. So this takes an awful lot of the pressure that goes with creating your material. This takes it away. So the parameters are lovely. The other thing is this open theme is fantastic. You know, there's no theme. It's not really an art project in that way. It's more of a social experiment because the only thing you're responding to is the person that went before you. You know, and so it's a conversation. This is the narrative. So it's about the narrative. That's the theme. And all different medias are allowed. So, I mean, I think in the end there will be a smorgasbord there for the exhibition. And I think this is really the future of art, the smorgasbord effect, where we're all doing our own thing together, you know. And it just becomes this big, life is the canvas, you know. It's living art, you know, and the experiences that people will have will in that week, in the time of year, you know, this is very important as well that it's each week. This will inform the art very strongly. I think it's a wonderful idea. Anyone who I've spoken to is very excited about it here. I think it's so worthwhile. It ticks so many boxes, you know, in terms of what the Art Council want to be funding. Agus Mollum Dív and Joantis a Harte. Homishig Sulish. How she tresh structure heart so it's given me a structure that I require, and from speaking to other artists around here, it's giving us a structure that we require. You know, there's no lack of creativity, but there is a lack of platforms, and she's giving us one here, and we're grateful. Guru Mahagod, Slán.